Right, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Lily Pads and Frogs. Lily Pads and Frogs. This is your helper video for this question, Lily Pads and Frogs. Let's have a look, guys, okay? This is what the sheet looks like, just like that. There you go, and you're probably doing it. So, here we go. Question number 1. Question number 1 says, 87 of the lily pads are in flower. If each lily pad has 3 flowers, how many flowers are there altogether? Right, well, I wonder if you've worked out what type of question it is. So there's 87 of these lily pads, okay? But each of these is 87. I'm not going to draw 87. But each of these lily pads has got how many flowers on it? 3. It says it. Each of the lily pads has got 3 flowers on it. It says it right there on the sheet. The question for you is to work out, knowing that if each lily pad has got 3 flowers on it, and there's 87 lily pads, and each one's got 3 flowers on it, what's the sum you've got to do? I hope you've worked out that it's 87 times 3. So I hope you can work that out by yourself. Okay. Question number 2. It's asking how many lily pads are not in flower. How many lily pads are not in flower? So it's telling you how many are not in flower. It's telling you, remember at the beginning it says how many lily pads there are. There's 279 lily pads. And 87 are in flower. 87 are in flower. So some aren't. How do you work out how many aren't in flower? I'll tell you right now, you've got to find out the difference between these two numbers. Okay, because that's how many lily pads there are in total up here. This is how many are in flower. So, you know, how many aren't in flower? Well, it's the rest of them. So what's the difference between 279 and 87? You've got to do a takeaway, guys. Okay. Question number 3. Frogs like to sleep under lily flowers. How many frogs cannot sleep under a flower? Well, that's a bit clever. Okay, so you've got to work out this first question. I hope you got question number 1 right, because 3 relates to question 1. Relates to question 1, because you had to work out how many flowers there were. So once you've worked out how many flowers there were, okay, you should have a figure for how many flowers there are, and that should be from question 1. That should be your answer for question 1, whatever that is, okay? And then you've got to work out, right, how many frogs are there? There's 372 frogs, isn't there? 372 frogs. So how many frogs can sleep under these flowers? It's 1 frog per flower, 1 frog per flower, right, per flower, 1 frog per flower, 1 frog for each flower. There's going to be some frogs left out. Right, I think you're going to have to find out the difference between this number here you got for question 1 and this number here. Okay, because not all the frogs will be able to sleep under the flowers, and that's going to be your answer for that one. Let's have a quick look at question 4. I feel like I might have helped you out too much. Question number 4. When the rains come, 38 more lily pads burst into flower. How many lily pads are now in flower? Well, remember, it's already told you 87, right, were in flower already. And now it's saying 38 more. Gee, that seems a bit easy. I wonder how you're going to work that one out. Okay, unless I've missed something very obvious there. 38 more lily pads. How many lily pads are now in flower? No, that's pretty obvious. Okay, thank you very much, Year 5. I hope this video has been helpful.